today. We are going to do one of my favorite mediums today. We're going to use charcoal. Charcoal is kind of like chalk in that it's very soft and it smudges very easily. So you'll probably have it all over your fingers, and if you wipe your face, you'll have it. Watch, I probably just got it on my face. So have a towel nearby that you can kind of wipe the extra off. That way you don't get smudges all over the house. It's not a good thing. So you're gonna need charcoal, a towel. We're gonna use a little bit of soft pastels for a pop of color if you have them. If not, regular chalk works. If you don't have that, it's okay. Just use your charcoal. Toilet paper, tissue, paper towel, anything like that, just a small piece. And then your paper, of course. Now we're gonna turn it long ways. I usually, for this project, I like to use a really long piece of paper. So if you have longer paper, that will work better. I do not have longer paper today, so I'm gonna use a regular piece of paper and I'm going to adapt it. Now, we're gonna do a reflection piece, which is pretty cool. We're gonna draw our image and then we're gonna make it reflect in the water, kind of, so to speak. So we're gonna take about a third of the way, maybe a little bit more than a third, not fully a half, like that, you know, that would be a half. We're gonna come down just a little bit and make a nice crease in our paper. I have two pieces of paper, that's why mine is not working right. Now, take that same crease and fold it under. Almost completely half, but not quite. All right, now this is where we're going to work. Right here. Take your charcoal. It doesn't matter what size, whichever size you're more comfortable with. I like kind of a medium. And I'm gonna draw an owl on a tree branch. You can do a bird, a snake, whatever you wanna draw. I'm gonna do an owl. And I'm gonna do my branch so that I have a point of reference. I'm gonna start over here, almost all the way off, but not fully, with a small arch, and then there's my branch. And I'm gonna go all the way across the paper, let it keep going into the beyond. And I am pushing down pretty hard because I want this to be dominant. So there's my branch. Now for my owl. For my owl, I'm going to start with the capital letter U. Just a simple, easy way to do this. Okay. And then I'm going to come down with straight lines on either side, and those are like the little peaks. You know, owls sometimes, we call them ears, but it's not really their ears, but their feathers kind of make little peaks. And then a nice little arch in the middle to connect, and that is my owl. Now I know what you're thinking, that looks like a mask, like PJ mask. We'll get there. This is the owl, this is the whole body, this is everything you will need. Alrighty, so we're going to come on the side and make its little arm feathers. I like to think of it as a sideways rainbow. You can think of it how whatever works for you, but a sideways rainbow on both sides. I want to make mine just a little bit thicker because, like I say, these lines, we want them to be dominant. We want them to be thick. And then in the very middle, let's do an upside down triangle for the beak. Now, owls are best known for their really big eyes. So we need to draw two really big circles right above the beak. 1, 2, 2 circles right above the beak. And then I'm going to come inside with a slightly smaller circle, and I'm going to color most of that in. Leave a little bit of white, because wherever the white is where he's looking. And mine's looking kind of cross-eyed, but that's okay. Alrighty. And then for some detail work, I'm going to come in, and I like just to do little letter V to make my feathers, my feather print, okay? And a few few straight lines in my rainbows. Now I have an owl. Super easy, right? You can even do the same thing here. You can come in and kind of give them a little fluffy feathery look right here. That's always fun. Just kind of detail them, make them look how you want them to look. Give them little zigzaggy things. We'll make them kind of fluffy. Fluffy owl. Fluffy owl. If you don't want him fluffy, don't make him fluffy. Just leave him how he is. Alright. Now, I do want some grays and some softness in here, and we are going to get to that, but not yet. Right now, we just want to work on this dark line part. So let's come back down here and make another line for our branch. Now, as we are getting closer to what will be our tree trunk, we want it to get a little wider. And you'll notice I picked up my charcoal when I got close to my owl because my owl is on the branch. See, that's how it works. And then 1, 2, 3 little claws on that side, 2, 3 little claws on that side, and he's holding on. I might put a little leaf here, a little leaf there, a little cluster of leaf. The more details that you can add to your drawing and personalize it, the better it is. All right, that's all we're gonna do here. Now, we're going to take our paper and we are going to unfold it. And you see that line where you have made your fold before? We're going to fold it the other way, and it should cover up most of your drawing. You can see my ears are still sticking out, or the part that we're calling ears. So now you're going to take that and something, your hand, a rag, whatever you want to use, and I want you to just rub on top of that paper. Make sure you rub really, really well, because what we're doing is we're getting all that extra chalk off, and it's going to make our reflection. Okay, let's see. Let's pick, oh, there it is. And you can see that we now have our reflection piece. We have our owl and his reflection perfectly imprinted on the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to take my charcoal. Now, in your head, I want you to picture this. All of this down here is water. Your owl is sitting in a tree beside the water. So we need to draw our tree trunk, and we're going to let our tree trunk be like it's going to go off the paper because it's going to be really up close and kind of in your face. So from our branch, we're going to take it and we're going to go down and curve. And you see how it almost touches that branch reflection? And then from the top of our branch, we're going to let it go up. And I'm going to curve mine over, oops, my board's getting in the way, and let it kind of go off. Like there's another branch right there. Okay, you see that? And you can do that as many times as you want to. And then just let your trunk keep going. Now I have my tree. All right, now for the detail stuff. And of course, like before, any leaves that you can add, those kind of things, definitely give it a nice little pop of pizzazz. All right, let's give him some details to our trunk. So I'm gonna start by just some nice waves, because bark does not grow straight. It has motion to it. So we're gonna give it some nice little humps and lumps and bumps all the way down. And I'm not worried about this in my reflection. Notice I waited till after my reflection to do this. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my tissue and very, very lightly, because I still want to see these grooves, very, very lightly, I'm going to rub them in. Now, why am I doing that? Well, that's how I color my tree. Now, if you have your chalk pastels and you want to come in with a tree color such as browns or greens here, this is a great place to do that. You don't have to, but you can. I'm choosing to do mine without it, and you'll see why in just a minute. Okay, and then the same thing to my owl. I want to soften my owl up just a little bit more. So I'm going to take my tissue and I'm going to do a little bit of blending because I want some color on it. Wherever you touch, it will go. So make sure that where you are is what you want. Okay, there's my owl. Oops, missed that part. La-di-da-di-da. Okay, got that. Now, the water. Use your charcoal. I want my water line to start a little bit higher than my fold. And I'm just gonna come across, and we are gonna go on top of our owl because our owl is a reflection in the water and we want that to be seen. And then again, let's do a little bit of blending here because it's not dominant. If you have your pastels, let's use a little bit of blue here for our water, just a little bit. Kind of helps give it that little, this is where I want my pop of color because I really want my water to stand out. And again, you can just do a little bit of blending, however you want to. And then we'll do our shore banks. Let's do some reeds, some nice tall grasses here, there, and yonder. You don't have to do them all the way across, but we do want them to be there because by the water you would always find grasses and reeds and things like that. All piece, teeny, teeny, tiny, and lay it on its side very, very lightly. Just kind of move it. Oh, I keep dropping my my charcoal. Very, very lightly move it back and forth. And again, you'll notice I'm not coloring it solid. I'm just giving it just enough to feel full. Okay, now why am I doing that? Well, because that's where my tissue comes in. I'm gonna do a little smudging. And now we have a nighttime scene. I really enjoy charcoal. It's very forgiving. If you mess up or don't like something that you've done, it's super easy to redo. So it is one of my favorite pieces to work with. So there is your owl reflection in charcoal, well, and pastels. I hope that you enjoyed this project. Now, charcoal and pastels are pretty messy. Touch your face, it's gonna be on it. So, to keep it from smudging, because you don't want to mess up your beautiful masterpiece, you can spray it with a clear varnish. A clear acrylic spray works really well. If you don't have that, hairspray will work. Doesn't work quite as well. It does take a lot more hairspray. So I highly recommend something like this. But if you in a pinch, hairspray will work. So that's it. I'm so glad you joined us today. Make sure you like, share, all that kind of stuff. Comment below, post your pictures. I would love to see your artwork. Upload a picture of your artwork to the At Home Artist. Join us for the next one. See you then.